Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So the prosecution team officially began the cross-examination of the lead investigator, Thomas Wani. And this is in regard to the court case of Riek Machar and the 7 co-accused.
Okay.
The person that led the prosecution team in cross-examination was Joe Oyisa.
No, advocate.
Is one of the lawyers on the prosecution team.
Yeah.
And there were some questions that were asked to Wani. And one of the questions that we're going to look at, there are a sample of them that we have here. But one of the questions that it was asked was about the money, the 30,000 that we have always talked about, and how to show that it was actually meant or to facilitate the attack of the Nasir. And this is what Wani said. Wani said that there was a communication between Hogdor Chol and Puot Kang, and that photos of ammunition were sent via a WhatsApp as a confirmation of the purchase that has been completed. So between the two WhatsApp
Who sent
messages.
the photos?
Hogdor Chol
To who?
to Puot Kang, between the two.
Okay.
This is after you send money, people have to
Yes.
prove that they actually did what you wanted them to do, right?
Yeah, but remember the 30,000 that we spoke of last time was distributed to the chiefs. I don't know if it was distributed to the 15 chiefs as a way of buying them or like for whatever reason, I don't know.
This is going now to be the work of the judges and the defense team to question some of these things.
Yeah.
Because one is 30,000 once that has for the chiefs for mobilization of the youth and whatever.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden
They are now talking of guns that were purchased.
Most
Most
likely
likely
purchased using
funded
that
by
money.
No, I
or
think it's different.
different money, then
Yeah.
that money did not come from Puot Kang because the money that is already linked to him that
Was
they are-
30,000 for mobilization by the chiefs.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you think the presence of photographs or photos on Puot Kang WhatsApp messages is an enough evidence to say that this person was actually involved?
I think it depends. Like, as long as the investigator is able to confirm that this was the context in which the photo emerged. Let's say, for example, if it's just photos, then you can't really say that simply because someone has photos of a gun. I'm very sure if someone was to arrest any social media user and go through your phone, they'll find some weird photos.
Yes.
Yeah, like screenshots of people's messages, different things that don't really concern you. So in that case, I would not really say just the presence of mere photos is enough evidence to tie or to link Puot Kang to the incident. But if there's a message that says, these are the guns that you ordered to be purchased, they are this in number, and here's the photo. If that kind of exchange happened, then it can be used as an evidence. But just photos of guns, nah.
Yeah, because looking at it, because this guy is saying presence of photos that were sent via WhatsApp is a confirmation of involvement. To me, like I would say, just presence of those photos is not enough.
Yeah.
Maybe like if we come at a later date and provide, maybe there was a communication that actually that Puot Kang was asking, did you guys buy the things? Or the other person said, we bought the thing, and here these other messages, they should be there for these photos to make sense. But if it is just photos, then yeah, people have photos of guns everywhere. And then the timeline of the photos too will have to matter.
Yes.
If these photos were
Was
sent
sent
around
March or end of February.
end of February 28, 29 to that day, or even mid-February, then yeah, you can connect. But photos have to come with messages.
Yes.
I'm not sure that somebody will actually send photos with no communication with it.
So this is what the investigator said, that the first accused, who in this case is Puot Kang Chol, transferred money to Hogdor Chol to buy guns and ammunition used by the White Army to assault and seize the Nasir military garrison on March 3rd. That's what Wani said. And then he said that an individual identified as Chol Gatnor photographed the weapons and sent the images via WhatsApp to the minister to confirm the purchase. So I believe this is a separate money.
Yeah, this is a message coming even from a different person, not from Hogdor Chol, it's from Gatnor, the way that you just read it.
Yeah. So most likely there must have been some communication that happened for them to take these photos and those messages to confirm that this is what happened. Puot Kang sent the money, allegedly, to Gatnor, not to Hogdor. And then Hogdor went and bought the guns and ammunitions. And the photos were taken by Gatnor and sent to the minister to confirm that the purchase had happened. So most likely there must have been some message there for them to connect the dots.
Yeah, because I was looking at it this way, like there has to be other messages to confirm or to connect that. But then again, just somebody sending you a photo and say we have just bought them. Even if that person was to do that, I would still have like some questions around it, because we as South Sudanese, we're always looking for money. And when it comes to ammunition and guns being common or being present among us, our community member, it's not a new thing.
Yeah, it's very common because everyone is protecting themselves against the communal enemies.
So having to buy new ammunition, to me I would interpret it that there were some people that were just looking for money. Send us the money. They say that they are going to buy them, but it's just like regular gun that people have, right? Because where did they have to buy it? Who are the people that sell guns? It will not from the Sspdf, from the black market, right? And who are these black market people? Are they coming from Sudan because there's war in Sudan?
You never know.
But then again, even cartels will have to be. Is there a cartel in South Sudan that is having a room full of guns just waiting to sell? Because selling one gun is easy. You can easily get someone that's willing to get that one. But large number of them that can be distributed.
Let's say 50, 100.
Yeah, to be distributed to youth, it will need a lot of logistic.
Yes.
And it will need a lot of compliance. So the way that I was looking at it, another way that it can come is that you just go collect youth and say, put your guns together, take a photo, you send to the guy, say we have bought them, and then you guys just share the money among us yourself. And you're still going to use your personal guns or for those youth to go and attack at the end of the day.
If that's what you intended to do.
Yes.
It's possible because honestly speaking, like almost everyone in South Sudan has a gun.
Yes.
Almost every household has a gun. Why? Because of insecurity. The government is not doing what it's supposed to do. One of the main objectives or functions of a state is to protect its sovereignty and also protect its citizens, either from external attacks or from internal wrangles. So if communities are constantly fighting and you never hear the government saying a word or responding to such attacks, then the law of nature would be every man for himself and God for you all. So you'll all fight for self-sustenance. Yeah. So that means people can literally have guns anyway.
Yeah. And the second question that was asked by Ajo to Wani was that Wani was asked to clarify if 2018 peace agreement grants immunity or protection to the accused people, as stated a few weeks ago by the defense team. You remember, like on the first day when Gary spoke for the first time, he mentioned that as per the 2018 peace agreement, this was a ceasefire violation, and then this court It's not the right court. It's supposed to be handled by
hybrid
hybrid
of
court
South
if
Sudan.
anything was to be done.
Yeah.
But this is what Wani said. Wani stated that the R-axis or the 2018 peace agreement does not exempt or protect any person from prosecution for crimes committed, and that the peace agreement does not also remove the obligations of the national institutions like police and judiciary to uphold the rule of law and deliver justice.
Yes.
What do you think of this response?
I feel like he answered that question in the right manner, right? Because we always say we all have human rights. But your rights don't have to infringe on the rights of other people. If your rights are going to affect other people, then you can be dealt with. And that's why you find the constitutions usually allow the parliament to lift the immunity of public or civil servants
Yes.
in case they violate any laws within the country, so that they are able to be prosecuted. That goes to show that no one is above the law. If you commit a crime, then you shall face the court. Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe no amount of agreement or immunity would exempt anyone from facing prosecution simply because they are immune or they are still holding the office.
Yeah. So as for me, I would say public institutions did not come to a stop because of the 2018 peace agreement. The 2018 peace agreement was more of governance and the army part. The 2018 peace agreement does not talk about the police, does not talk about judiciary other than the constitution, and does not talk of other common thing like the national security. It's just like how we can work together, but doesn't take away all these institutions that were already existing just because the 2018 agreement has come. 2018 agreement does not come as a separate government.
Yeah. Or it's not overriding whatever is indicated in the constitution
Or whatever
and
that was
the
existing earlier.
laws or the criminal laws.
Yes. And as much as the 2018 peace agreement was there, look at it this way. If other crimes were to happen that did not involve the parties of the peace agreement, will these people be included in that 2018? Will they be protected by the 2018 peace agreement?
No.
Take, for example, just a group of individuals form themselves and commit some crimes.
Yeah.
They are not part of the peace partners, but they have committed a crime against the state. For them, they are not part of the 2018 peace agreement. So now will the government say, as per the 2018 peace agreement,
you cannot
it does
pursue
not
this
cover them,
case.
so we just have to leave them, let them do whatever that they do until when we fix our shit together and then come and see how to address other issues.
No, that would not be applicable.
Yeah, so to me, I don't know why they asked this question again, and seemed it was answered when the judges gave their judgment on either their competencies as the people that can handle the case and the immunity of Machar.
I feel like it's because that question of immunity has been really repetitive on the defense side, because it's not just Machar who had immunity. There's also the MP and the minister. So those three individuals. These other people like the businessman, the generator guy, and the rest, they were not civil servants or they did not hold any executive position.
Yeah.
So they are just considered as any other regular citizen like Jimosi and myself. Yeah, but in this case, those three individuals. But then we also, what happened? The immunity was lifted, right? By being suspended, and then the parliament, there was an order from the parliament to lift the immunity for the MP, and I think...
Yeah, so to me, like when it comes to the immunity, where there's always a big debate, is more about Machar.
Yeah.
These other people, they are not even, their immunity has nothing to do even with the 2018 peace agreement. It is there in the constitution.
Yeah.
That these people, before you arrest them or before you prosecute them, you have to lift the immunity before you do anything. So the immunity is there. Can it be lifted? Yes. But now for Machar, there was a blurring line. It was not clear.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere, like we have looked through the constitution, all of us, and even the 2018 peace agreement, it does not address even the vice president and the first vice president. So if you have time, you can go through it again and see for yourself. But yeah, the question was repeated again. Niku sisitiza swali just to
for
stress,
clarification.
to stress on it and then make it more clearer. So that's why they ask it. And even the defense team also asked it.
Yeah, they asked last time.
And then prosecution
they
team
have asked several.
Yeah. And then there was this question that was also repeated. The question that was asked by Ajo, why Nasir incident case is being heard in Juba instead of Malakal or Nasir, where the
incident happened. Yeah.
One is stated that the accused persons or the people were arrested in Juba. Most survivors and government officials involved in the case were relocated to Juba after the Nasir was captured by the White Army and the SPLM-IO. They also added that the case was opened in Juba after authorization by the National Security, and no case was opened in Nasir or Malakal.
Yes.
So this question was also asked by the defense team. I think it was by John Ding or something like that.
Was it Ding or not Kurlwal? I think it was Kurlwal.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because Ding John was asking about the witnesses and stuff. Was it Ding? No, that's the other guy. Ding is Equatorian.
Oh, Agostino.
Yeah, Agostino. That's the one who asked. But yeah, I can't remember who asked the question of why the incident was not, why the case is not being heard in Nasir.
Yeah, an explanation has always been there. We have even said ourselves.
Yes.
If no case is opened out at where it happened, then it will not be prosecuted. And that's why even in our society, some issues will happen. A lot of injustice will happen. And so long as no one has opened the case, no case
People move on.
People move on. Nothing will be done, either to the victims or to whoever.
Yeah.
But when a case is open, this is now when it is followed. So the case was opened in Juba by people that were concerned. And then again, the people that were arrested, most of them are in Juba.
Yes.
There was no one there were some people that supposed to be arrested as per those that are being pursued in absentia.
Yeah.
So some of them were on ground. So those one, if they, at a later date, they can be arrested, right? But most of the people that are answering the case right now were all in Juba.
Yes.
So you don't have to relocate them again where they are living. And it's not like they were actually actively involved on ground. Yeah.
They were not physically available on site. Yes. And also, I think we answered this. The same thing that the lead investigator said is what we said last time, that all these people are in Juba. They were not physically located in Nasir. Also, the fact that this is a case of government versus individuals. It's not individuals versus individuals. Also, in any country that is governed by a constitution, you can always open a criminal case or any type of a case anywhere. It doesn't have to be in a specific place. Even if the incident occurred in a different city, then you can always go and open the case elsewhere. You remember, like recently when when Raila died, the same day, President Ruto signed the cyber crime bill. Yeah, and a lot of advocates of the High Court of Kenya filed a petition to bar the bill into coming into effect with some pending questions. Most of them, they opened cases in different locations. There was one that was open in Kerugoya, one around Nairobi, and also in other cities. And some people actually say that most of them would open cases outside Nairobi. Why? Because Nairobi has a lot of cases
Yeah.
because of the population and all those things. So if you open a case in like a rural area or in a far off place, then they are more likely to be heard quickly and you close the case.
Yes.
So in this case, like any case can be opened and addressed anyway. It doesn't have to be within the physical or geographical location where the incident occurred. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about that question, been answered several times. And then also, Ajo asked Wani, who took the forensic devices or the personal phones and the laptops to South Africa and who brought them back to Juba. And Wani said that he personally traveled with the ambassador from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And then he also said that the forensic report was authenticated by the South African High Court. South African High Court and South Sudan Embassy in Pretoria, South Africa, and then also South Sudan Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And he said that digital forensic expert will testify in court at a later date, so they're waiting on that.
Yeah.
But again,
the ambassador is Dennis Dumo, right? I think
yes,
so.
that's what the person that they say they want.
They went to South Africa with.
Yes.
Because last time when the defense team asked him about the same, he also answered in a similar manner. And
yes, in a similar manner, but it was not clear. I think it is up to the people that are writing the articles.
Yes.
Because in the article that they say, they did not mention that this guy
The
one actually
investigator went.
They just said that Dennis, the South Sudan ambassador to me, helped with everything and everything. There was nothing that was mentioned,
including the opening, that they were opened in his presence, and then everything was addressed and the package was sent back to South Sudan.
But in today's session, he said that the person that wrote article said that Wani stated that he personally went there.
Okay. It depends on note-taking ability, like we said last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some things can be missing in one article and they are available in another.
Yeah, and the digital forensic expert has not yet testified, of which maybe, I don't know what other thing that they're using, but this other guy will have to come first, come testify, and then so that they can go ahead and maybe display some of the messages that will need maybe some translation.
Yes.
Because if somewhere like voice notes recording that were sent in a vernacular language, then they will need translation.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if somebody during that time will send a voice note in English.
No.
Or Arabic. You can't plan something in a language that can be understood by most people.
Yeah. Like even when you're angry, you always resort to your mother tongue, right?
Resort.
The abuse will come out nicely if you say it in a language that you're comfortable with. Also, when you're planning something in secret, or let's say when someone gives you a call and you are in the middle of other people, even if they understand English or Swahili, you will speak to them in English, in your mother tongue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, whatever.
Even when you are writing things, like sometimes people think in their mother tongue and then they write in English. And that's why you find there's a lot of direct translation
of the
when
it comes to how people speak.
Yes. Because how you speak or how you write something in your mother tongue is different from how you write it if you were to directly translate it to another language. Yeah.
Yeah, with that of language, that's why sometimes I feel like all this education should have been taught or should be taught in a language or in a mother tongue or in a vernacular language. But is that for countries that have so many tribes, it will be a lot of work to translate to different languages, and then you have to restrict your children to schools that are within the geographical area of people that speak your language.
Yeah, and I don't agree with you on that,
But I feel like it will make learning easier.
Yeah, but it's not about making learning easier. It's about being someone who can make an impact after education. Because you're not just learning for the sake of learning.
But Chinese
and you are going to interact with other people.
No, look at it this way. The Chinese are learning in Mandarin.
Yes.
And they're doing great things. The same thing to Japanese. If you go to France, they're doing the same thing. So why can't we have
in France, they only have French. Français. Yes. Maybe they have their own small languages. If they have individual tribes, I don't know. With Kawajat, it's very hard to know if people have their own tribes or not. They just say, I'm from France, and that's it.
And that's it.
Yes. So that's like the major language that they use. But then if you go to other countries like South Sudan or countries like Kenya, at least there's Swahili. But then Swahili is like Arabic in South Sudan.
Yeah.
So teaching Arabic and English is okay, so that you are able to interact with people locally and probably in the Middle East or those Arabic-speaking countries. And then English will also enable you to speak or interact with the international community. Yeah. Now imagine learning only in Dinka.
Well,
you will not know how to respond to things, and then like you are really struggling. You have the words in your mother tongue, but you cannot speak to the other person because they won't understand what you are saying.
Yes, as much as when it comes to communication, there might be some difficulties there.
Yes.
But when it comes to innovation and a lot of technical things, I feel like African would have done a lot of innovation. Because you will be learning how light works in your local language.
Okay.
And then you will be thinking more like, how can you do it? If you learn all the technical work that it takes in your mother tongue, then you will be more creative in thinking of what to do.
But then the thing is, you need some vocabulary, right?
Those ones will have to be created now. They will have to be created. That's how language is supposed to grow. Anyway, let's come back to Salva Kiir, to Riek Machar case and the 7 Kwa case.
Okay.
So the other thing that was said was that the arrest of General Gabriel Duoplam, who was by then the deputy chief of staff for Sspdf, but chief of staff from SPLM-IO. His arrest was issued by the Chief of Defense Forces of the Sspdf, who was by then, they did not name him, but I think by then was Nang.
Paul Nang Wajak.
Yeah, during that time. What's your 2 cents on this arrest?
Last time you said it's senior versus junior staff, right? This is a military thing, so if your boss orders your arrest,
to be implemented.
Yes, because at the end of the day, Paul Nang Majuk was above him in terms of military ranks. So that means junior staff could not just arrest him like that. There has to be some orders from above. Yeah, and if that was executed, then that's it.
Yes, so this is like, that's why they did it. It's a military way of doing things. But I've always said that South Sudan does not clearly state where they are. Yeah. Are they a democratic country or are they a military country?
We are a military country trying to transition into a democracy.
Yes, because a lot of
civilian government.
Because most of these people, every person was arrested differently in a different way.
Yes.
But if it was arrest, should have come from one direction.
Yeah, like DCI, NSS.
Issuing arrest warrant for all of them. But it's not like for Machar is issued by President Kiir verbally. For Duoplam is issued by the chief of staff.
Yes,
for these other people are being issued by maybe other big people in the national security. Too much arrest warrant everywhere. This country will need to transition as soon as possible, because we can't just run the country this way, where everybody has the powers of issue arrest. And then also remember, there's something called court martial.
Yeah.
So for the court martial,
they deal with military
they do
cases.
the military thing. So
Yeah.
if this was like if Dov Lam case was not to be brought into this other court, and then just to be dealt in the military way, then chief of staff is okay issuing that, because it will be the highest in the court martial. He will be the one with those powers. But now it's being brought into a regular court. But the issue,
this is because he's answering the same charges, right?
As other people. Then
yes, so they had to like group them all together.
Then
Otherwise,
this other
they cannot
person,
just deal with this person individually. That would be a lot of wastage of resources.
Then they should have like one way of issuing arrest warrant instead of so many different arrest warrants.
I feel like all this was done to just cover their tracks so that they don't come out to say, oh, this is a senior military official. They are not supposed to be arrested by orders from below and all those kind of stuff.
Then President K should have just issued arrest warrant for all of them, so that we know. They say, like, because it doesn't know a lot of, it did not know most of them what these people were doing. But it can just issue a blanket statement that arrest anybody that was involved. And then to be like, they go identify this person and say, okay, here is my signature, arrest warrant for him. So that we have one authority that is arresting everybody.
But the thing is, it would make it seem like Kedit is the one issuing the arrest warrant and ordering the court case to happen.
Then the body responsible for arresting should have been one, and then just do their job without involving so many people.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoever is knowledgeable in these things about military and stuff, please.
It's not more of who is knowledgeable.
Tell us what is the correct way of going about this case.
It's who should tell us.
Yes.
Or talk to Salva Kiir and tell us what kind of rule is using. If it is a democratic way of ruling, then you should let it be democratic, so that everything is done democratic way. If it is a military rule, then it should just let us know. But
you know, right? We've never done any elections. Those MPs were not elected. The president himself, he was not elected. He rose to power by virtue of being the second in command to John Garang.
In the military way.
Yes. So his leadership was kind of automatic, just like that of Mama Samia Suluhu. When Magufuli died, she automatically became the next president, right? Although for President Kiir, there are some allegations or assertions that the top SPLM leadership had to convene a meeting and they decided collectively that the right person to take over the power was Salva Kiir. However, if there had been any contest or if the position had been contested, then probably we would have ended up with a different leader. Maybe someone like Kwal Manyang or Riek Machar.
But that's what was expected to be Salva Kiir, because, like in military or during the time of mourning, people don't go around looking for different things. They just look for somebody that will not create chaos at that moment.
Yes.
And not to bring the disagreement within the party about the way that this other person was elected was not the right way. And they just say, okay, let us follow what we already have in place.
Yes.
But as we continue with time, we can always fix things as we go ahead.
Yes. So that explains to you that South Sudan is currently still under the military rule. That's why you see so many Tralimat flying left, right, center. And also, if you look at this government was supposed to come to an end in 2015.
Yeah.
That's when we were supposed to have our first elections, because the transition period was supposed to be 4 years. And every elections would have been held 4 years. After every 4 years. So we're supposed to have a 4-year term, presidential term. The number, I don't know. I don't think there's any term limit according to that transitional constitution. But simply because I think that part was omitted because it was just a transitional constitution. we still don't have any permanent constitution. And there's usually no permanent constitution because it can always be amended. Yeah. So President Kiir is still a military leader.
Yeah,
He's not a civilian leader.
they are currently working on the constitution. I've seen a lot of videos of people meeting and talking.
Constitutional Review Committee, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
I've
they
seen a lot
don't.
of
They
them
don't let people hear what other people are saying. They just try to summarize what was discussed, but which sometimes it can be their own things.
Yeah.
They just want to make it look smooth and sweet. But what people were actually saying, those are the ones that we need to capture them.
Yes.
Those words. But then again, I don't know if these people are actually explaining to these people what constitution is, which section exactly are they working on.
Maybe rewriting the entire constitution because there are so many gaps.
But then the people involved there, I don't really think that they're actually explaining everything to those people that they have been showing on TV.
But then the thing is, like, it's not even everybody. Right now, if you go to Boardtown and ask them about the ongoing constitutional review, they don't even know what a constitution is, some of them. And they have no idea that there are some laws or rules that are being put into a document that will govern them in the near future.
Yeah,
this thing is supposed to have like civic education, whereby people do an outreach. You go to the grassroots and tell them what's happening, what are some of the things, and you also collect their views, even if they are in mother tongue. Then you come and translate and put everyone's opinion into consideration.
Yeah, my fear is that these people are just going to come up with their own thing and say, this is what people said.
Yes.
And then they just include in that constitution.
Those meetings done in Juba at those high-end restaurants and stuff, how many people can afford to go there?
And then the best way to involve people, now with the social media, do a live video. And then say, this specific section of the constitution, this is what we are working on today. Let's say the powers of the presidents. Based on the old constitution, these are the powers of the president that we have.
Should we keep them?
What are the recommendations from you? Do you people want to change them? How do you want them to be changed?
We will strip a lot of them off. This thing of appointing and disappointing people every week.
Yeah, so that people can give their views. Yeah. You don't have to go and look for few individuals that even do not understand some of the things, then you come out. Do a live video. I don't know how can they... Yeah, we can do a constitution or a live video, all of us as South Sudanese. You don't have to look for a group of people from this region. The grassroots outreach, you can do that.
Yes.
Do that, but then for the online community, we also need ours.
They don't need our voice, especially those of us who are in the Western world. They don't like us like that. Because it's like most of us are exposed. You've seen how a working system does their thing. So if you now bring this constitution and the sham appointments and stuff, then people will go into details of some of the things that need to be removed from that constitution, reduce some of the powers of the presidents. So that people don't abuse their powers. Things like appointing family members and stuff. If the president can still retain his authority to appoint people, then at least there has to be like a probation period, and you cannot remove someone in office prior to the probation period elapsing, and so many other things.
And then they also have to be vetted. You don't just appoint them tomorrow.
And then your signature goes and without being questioned.
Anyway, let us come back to the court case. So the special court, which is now working on the court case itself in Juba, is saying themselves are working on some questions that they are going to ask the investigator also. Is it allowed for the judges to question the investigator?
Yes, they do that all the time. Yeah, not just the investigator, even the witnesses and also the experts.
Even the accused are allowed to question the investigator.
The accused.
Yes, the accused people, they're allowed to
I've not
question.
seen that. I've only seen judges questioning the investigators, the accused, and also the witnesses, as well as experts. And what the judges do when they question the experts is to make the content clearer for the people to understand. Because the judges themselves, they may understand what this report means, because that's what they do on a daily, right? Yes, but then the regular people, it's not every day you wake up and go to court to hear cases. So some things might be new to you, so that they ask questions to clarify on things, and then also to point out the gaps that occurred during the investigation period.
Yeah, and then also you have to look at the cross-examination and how questions are being asked. The defense team are asking those questions in their how do you call it?
In their favor.
In their favor, or something that will give them some positive vibes. But for the prosecution, they're also asking the same question for something that will also give them some positive points on their end. So everybody is working in their interest. The other person is working in their interest. Now the judges are going to ask questions that will clear some things out here.
Yes.
As much as these people are asking this and these people are asking this, judges' questions are going to be like, it's not going to be the same with the prosecution team or the defense team.
Yes.
You'll have to structure the questions in a separate way to bring a little bit of neutrality to the questions that are being asked.
Yeah,
instead of leaning towards one point.
Because judges are supposed to be impartial, as they are the ones who are going to make their ruling. And if they were to tilt towards a certain direction, then that would be a partial way. It's like they had already chosen sides. And then they are just working towards a confirmation bias, whereby you are asking things that will confirm what you are already thinking.
Yeah.
To make your decision. Yeah. Also, there was the prosecution team proposed the protection of witnesses to include keeping the identities of witnesses confidential, providing security escorts, restricting public exposure, and allowing witnesses to testify from a closed room to prevent their faces and names from being revealed.
Yes, and it seemed like there was at Freedom Hall, there was a room that has already been set up.
Okay.
A structured setup, close up, and then they might be entering from somewhere. Then they will be coming wearing something bui.
Yeah, this is what we said last time.
So that nobody see them.
Yeah.
And then they just speak from that container so long as they will be given mic, right?
Yes.
And then, because I was looking at it this way, maybe they alter
the voice.
Yes. So that even when you're speaking into the mic, anybody that know you will not have to recognize your voice.
Yeah.
But so they will just have to maybe alter some voice here and there.
But then in a country of over 12 million, like, do you think you would really recognize the voice of?
No, there are people already that are being accused of being witnesses. So people already know their voices if they are the one.
Okay.
If it was a case that was open that nobody knows who are the witnesses, then you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But already people know who might come up as a witness. So for that reason, you have to alter their voice. And then also some voices are very easy and clear.
Yeah.
If President Kiir was to speak, you will know. He has spoken several times. Yeah, so there's people that you hear every day. People have already recognized their voices, how they sound, right? So
yeah, I'm really happy with this thing. Like, it's kind of confirming some of the things we've been discussing and preempting, because witness protection is very key to any prosecution. Because you're not only endangering their lives, you might as well, it can influence the case. Because if these people's identities are exposed, then they might be intimidated And that's why the judges were very angry last time when Agostino, he's called Agostino, right?
Yeah.
When he was asking about the identity, like the name and or
Payams.
of that chief who refused to take the $2,000 allegedly. Yeah.
All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing. Those were some of the questions that were asked.
Yes.
And it seemed like because they were saying by day 12, which is Wednesday, judges might ask their questions. So that means the cross-examination by prosecution team was done in a day. Or will they do another one? Let's wait and see. But it seemed like they compacted their questions and asked them in a day, and then that was it.
Yes.
For the defense, they broke it into several things.
Several days, yeah.
Yes. But nobody's in a hurry. Let them just take their time.
We have time. No, the parliament, they need to resume their sessions.
Do they do their sessions at Freedom Hall?
The roads are blocked.
No.
That's what they were saying.
There are people that have been participating. We reviewed some of the court hearing, or we saw some article that showed these people were speaking in parliament.
Yeah.
So some people are able to go there. Some that are refusing to go are just
creating excuses.
Regular lazy MPs that don't want to use their thinking.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
The court case was adjourned until Wednesday. That's next tomorrow. The 12th, right?
Yeah.
12th of November.
Yeah, and I see some people complaining of all these adjournment. You people have to understand, court cases are not finished in one day. These are not traditional court cases. Cross-examination has to be done here and there, a lot of evidence, a lot of proof. Otherwise, if they were to be done in 2 to 3 days, people will be convicted, people that are not guilty.
Yes, there will be a lot of wrongful convictions.
Yes, so let them take as much time as possible. We are not going anywhere. We have been here since 2005. We did not fix anything. So any time that is wasted from now going forward, it's not like...
You can just count like from 2005 to...
Yeah, it's not going to fix anything. So let them just take their time and do the right thing.
Yeah. Also, you have to look at the nature of the case. This is a high-profile case. They have to take enough time to make sure they minimize chances of making errors here and there, because the consequences will have a lot of impact. Yeah.
Yes, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Consider subscribing. We are going to 4,000 subscribers.
Yes, and the month is really coming quickly. We
If
have like 20 years to go. 20 years.
20 days.
20 days to go.
If you get the video, share it with your friends and tell them to subscribe.
Yes. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's free.